everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. I'm Dizzle.
I'm Dutchy.
I'm Money.
We're here with a very special guest, 3D apparently. Danielle's on the program this evening. How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're okay. A little worse now, but you're here.
Oh, cool.
And
now, hold on. I do have a question. So your middle name starts with a D?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? Darlene? It's got to be Darlene.
Daniel, I swear to God, it's Dan.
It's Delilah. All right.
Danielle Dan Davis.
Danielle Dan Davis. But yeah, put my entire name on the internet. That's a good idea.
All right, what's the social security number?
Social security number, email, bank card.
Let's get the last 4 digits. All right, we're here for the fucking Wrestling Through the Years Raw breakdown. January 27th, last night. Hell of an episode of Raw in the Netflix era. We're all here to talk about it. Eric, what'd you think? Just your first thought. What was it?
I thought it was a good episode of Raw. Another 2.5 hour show. The ending was great. I thought that made the episode.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely did.
Yeah.
I think this was more of a segment type Raw instead of wrestling.
Instead of the matches, yeah, I could agree with that. But that's what they do. And that's what they were doing before they went on Netflix, is like they bring out all the big stars, they talk and stuff, and then you have like some fucking dickhead you never heard of fucking going at it.
Yeah.
And fucking it's they did have some good matches on here too, though. The main event was pretty good.
No Penta this week.
Who? No Penta? Yeah. Daniel, how'd you feel about No Penta?
I was waiting for my turn when you were going to ask me how did I like it. And I was like, I didn't get Penta, so...
You're a fan, huh?
Yeah, I love that wrestler, man. He's very good. He's very, I don't know, like, I'm glad Netflix grabbed him. I'm glad he's got his chance with WWE. He's well-deserved to blow up the way he is.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going, and he's in the Royal Rumble now. He's declared. What if Penta wins the fucking Royal Rumble?
Daniel, I'm going to blow up your phone.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Can you imagine the moments that he could create in that Royal Rumble? I mean, going against Ray, going against Seth Rollins, going against Logan Paul.
Yeah.
John
Cena. Because Cena's going to, Cena will bump for him.
Yeah.
Roman.
Yep, Roman.
The big dog. Who's winning right now? Who's winning the Royal Rumble?
I'm changing my pick to Seth.
You're going Seth Rollins. You said Sami Zayn last week, you slick bastard.
Okay.
That's not a bad choice. I have a little bit of Zayn where I'm like, I think he might grab it this time.
I would love Sami Zayn to win.
No fucking way. I don't see it.
No, I don't want him to win, but there is a part of me that's like,
he could.
He's a sliver. He's got a sliver of a chance, and I think he's gonna last for a while. He's gonna be in it till like near the end.
Oh, yeah, and he's the underdog story, but now it's the new story that he's kicking all his homies in the fucking face.
I know. And he is doing it by accident. It's like, come on, man.
It doesn't look at him. He's just straight kicking dogs in the face. And Drew wasn't even by Cody. Like, Drew just kind of had to go like that. And he's like, oh, shit.
So here's my theory, and this might be a little bit of a hot take because we don't even know if the guy's going to return or even be in it.
Yeah.
My bad. I think it's going to be Randy Orton.
He comes back and wins the Rumble.
Comes back, wins the Rumble. Then he'll choose Cody, obviously, or KO, whoever wins the ladder match.
What if he comes back as a good guy against KO? Or he could come back and turn on Cody.
Right. I mean, either or. But here's the thing: if he's in Indianapolis on Saturday, I keep wanting to say Sunday because even though they've done Royal Rumble on Saturday for the last 5 years, I still remember it being on Sunday.
The Sunday pay-per-views.
But if he's in Indianapolis on Saturday, I think 1, they'll put him in, and 2, they'll have him win it. Because if he wins it, he ties Steve Austin's record for most Rumble wins. And Steve Austin is kind of on the shits with the company right now because he doesn't want anything to do with The Rock.
Yeah.
Well, John Cena, if he wins, he would win for the third time too.
Right, exactly. So, like, it could be. Well, it also depends too, because remember, Cena said he was, back to WWE full time for the year. He did the Netflix premiere, and then he told WWE, he goes, "Oh yeah, I got to be gone for a few weeks. I got to film a movie." So, to be honest with you, I wouldn't reward him.
That's the thing, Logan Paul too. I'm all in, bitch. I'm all in on this motherfucker. And then we just see him now, like 4 weeks in. It's like, good to see it.
Yeah,
So,
and he's got like actual fights coming up, and I don't think Dana's gonna let him do little WWE when he needs to be fighting.
Who? Logan?
Yeah, isn't Logan in?
No.
Wait, which one is it?
Jake's a boxer, but none of
Oh,
them.
duh. Okay, Logan. I get them mixed up.
Yeah, Logan's contracted to the
Fucking
WWE. That's like his gig now.
and plus, because WWE and UFC are working together.
Yeah, they are working. Okay. They're under the same management.
My bad. I was about that. It was Jake.
Yeah,
they're both.
And Logan. Oh my god! And we might as well, talk about the start of the show while we're here on Logan, because he opens up the show with Seth and Gunther, and this kid's got fucking nuclear heat. He doesn't have to talk, and he's fucking like that building fucking hated him.
Yeah,
he's so good for wrestling because he doesn't even have to do it. They just hate him because he's him.
Yeah,
where's he from? He's not from Atlanta, is he?
No. Changed the audience's opinion on Logan. I'm scared. I don't want him to do it. I hate Logan, and I don't want to like Logan, and I'm afraid that Triple H is going to make us like Logan.
Oh, he better fucking not.
He did it first, and then he worked the program with Seth as a heel.
Yeah, he did the bad guy stuff or the good guy stuff against Miz, and that was mediocre.
Yeah,
but he isn't like
and Roman, right?
No,
he worked against Roman as a good guy.
I think he's always the heel. Logan's got that punchable face that he's got to be a bad.
No, when he worked against Roman, he was the baby face.
Technically in the match, but he still had the douchebag. The whole thing was designed around him cheating still.
Yeah, Logan sucks.
Yeah. I mean, he's good in the ring though. He gets it, and he gets the psychology, and he's got the good facial expressions. He's good at looking like a dickhead, but he's so hateable, and that's why he doesn't even have to talk. And those people, it was like Dominic Mysterio,
New Day, and then the originator of all that, Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah,
and
that bitch couldn't even get an excuse me out without the crowd fucking booing her.
But
whenever I got a text message, it would say I said excuse me.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but like the thing with Logan is that he has that nuclear heat, and then there was the rumor going around that he could be the one wrestling Gunther at WrestleMania. Now, I don't think whoever wins this is going to choose Gunther as the champion to face at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be for Cody or Kevin Owens, whoever wins the ladder match for the WWE title. And one thing I think we need to pay attention to, if we're all coherent enough, on Saturday.
Yeah.
Now's a different story. But if we're all coherent, like on Saturday, pay attention to the match placement. If Cody and KO are closing the show Saturday night, which it's a ladder match, so it might happen.
We're getting a new champion.
We're getting a new champion, or we're getting something at the end.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get something at the end. They're not going to do all this to but
the Royal Rumble, if the main event is the title match, they got to do something special because the Rumble's such an attraction that it always usually goes on last.
Yeah,
there are times where it doesn't. But
the Rumble, nothing really needs to happen. In the Rumble, because it's called the Royal Rumble, it should go on last, right?
Yeah.
But if they put the title match on, last, and I'll give a couple of examples. 96, they put the title match between Bret and Undertaker on last, but that's because they had Diesel get involved.
Yeah.
97, they put the title match between Shawn and Sid on last, mainly because Shawn Michaels was a bitch. 98, they put the Shawn and Undertaker on last, so Kane could light the casket on fire with the Undertaker in it.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years ago, I'll go a little more current so everybody can keep up. When I say everybody, I mean the guy in the corner with the blue hat on.
What?
Danielle?
I said guy in the corner.
Yeah, he did. You asshole.
I didn't hear him.
I'm right next to you.
No.
People in Arkansas can hear me.
You're a soft
Speaking of Royal Rumble 96, we're doing that this Friday. Cheap plug.
Cheap plug. Proud of him. Proud of him. But so, like 2 years ago at the Rumble, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns went on last.
Yeah.
And that was when Sami Zayn finally turned on Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So, and that was a big moment. Now, a lot of people said, oh, that moment saved the show, and they're a bunch of fucking morons. But it was like, so if the title match goes on last, something big is going to happen. It could be the title switch, which it very well could be.
Yeah.
Like, it is lining up right now to where I don't think Cody's going to retain.
No.
Because he keeps pissing off Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Cody's going to retain either.
And he's pissing off Nick Aldis. Sami Zayn has been... I think Sami Zayn's due for a heel turn.
He's one of the better... He's like the underdog baby face of the roster.
No, I think
Yeah, but he can play the heel really well. Especially when he does that stupid, lighten the loafers dance.
Yeah, I think he's a better baby face.
I think Cody's turning heel.
I too. Like, I think he'll turn into a heel, and he's a good one.
Yeah, he might.
He's getting mistakenly fucked over right now, and anger's building up.
He's not getting back. He's kicking people in the face. He's fucking other people over.
Dude, he's
not getting kicked in the face.
How about this scenario? Cody loses, and the Rumble is last, and he enters the Rumble, and he wins.
Who, Cody? Yeah. That could happen.
And then they switch it, and he faces Gunther instead.
Listen, Drew McIntyre's winning the Royal Rumble. I'm telling you right now. It's gonna happen.
I feel Dan. I want to go back to the question. Like, I have a feeling Drew's gonna win it.
He's winning it.
Okay,
I just feel it.
So you and her are picking Drew, although she's also picked Sami Zayn. So
no, I said he's got a chance.
If Drew wins it, he's gonna face Gunther.
I'm not picking.
Who are you picking? You picking Penta?
Yeah, I'm picking Penta. Let's do it.
Penta's winning this bitch. 2 matches in, he's winning the.
All I know is that whoever enters number 17 or enters number 21 better fucking win it, and I get something out of it.
Yeah, you greedy bastard.
Are we going to do one ourselves?
No, we're not going to. I'm not doing a Royal Rumble pool. That's fucking lame. But
we can't get enough people to do it.
We probably could get a couple people, but I'm not doing that. But
this was
a good. That's true. I mean, I gave you Drew's winning the fucking Royal Rumble. No, fuck Sean. I'm just kidding. But listen, it was a great opener. Good opening segment. Gunther is a fucking badass bad guy German heel. I love him as the world champion. I think he's what?
I said he's a fucking Nazi. That man.
Yeah, he's legitimate, dude. He's badass.
You said he was hot.
And there's something about it. He is fucking hot. And there's something about when he's like fucking and when he's like, you're not on my level. And when he's saying shit like that, he's and Seth Rollins, he's talking shit. And he's like, none of you guys are gonna fucking beat the champ.
And remember, look at how good a shape this man has gotten himself in. In his NXT UK days, I mean, this guy had love handles bigger than ours.
Yeah, he was a fat fuck. And now he's like a fucking...
And now he's fucking ripped.
Yeah, and he's just chopping motherfuckers in the tits.
Let me ask you guys this, and lady. Any chance Lesnar comes back?
Who?
Lesnar.
Oh.
I think it would be cool, but I think they have way too many people right now that they can use.
Well, it's a stacked Rumble. I mean, for the first time in history, we have like 8 guys that could win. It's down to like 2 people. This time you can make a case for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's truly up in the air.
It's up in there. CM Punk could win. Cena could win. Fucking Dude, you got dark horses like LA Knight that's due for a push. Like, there's a few people that could fucking do it.
Punk might take it, dude.
It's a good
Brock
chance,
Lesnar coming
especially
back
with the
and-
build up with Punk and Cody. That seems like the biggest main event.
They would
If
not
we're-
have done that last night if it wasn't like if they weren't thinking about it.
It seems like the biggest of all the biggest match. Either Rock and Cody or Punk and Cody seems like the two biggest WrestleMania main events to me.
Well, what they used to do back in the day, like they would always have like a definite plan of like who's gonna win, but then it would be like okay, but other people would come up with different scenarios like throughout the week. It's like, well, what if we do this guy, or what if we do this person, or what if we do that person? Like I think in like not in 2001, I think it was, they knew the ultimate goal was to get the Rock and Austin in Houston.
Yeah.
But they didn't know if they wanted Austin to win it or if they wanted Rock to win it. But they knew what they wanted to do was they wanted Kane to look really strong in it.
Well, they did that. He eliminated like fucking 13 people?
About 11. And
Austin won. I think as a Rock fan, I always liked Rock better than Austin, but that was a good decision. Austin winning and shit. It was cool.
Yeah, and it was probably one of the greatest Royal Rumbles of all time. I mean, top 5.
It's my favorite one.
But like you know, they had that going in there, and then in 2002, you know, when it was, you know, it was like, all right, is it going to be Triple H or is it going to be Austin? And it's like, well, Triple H is coming off they wanted to do the whole comeback thing, and then, you know, fast forward of 2005, I think it was it going to be Batista or was it going to be Cena?
Yeah.
So like, there's always like the options where
There's like 1 or 2. There's not like 9 like there is this year. That's the crazy part about it. There's a lot of options.
well, because you could make a case.
Like, because Cena's like, I feel like Cena and Punk are the two that it's like the most, if they're betting odds, they'd be negative fucking 350. So those two could definitely win it.
Yeah.
But then you got people like Sammy, Drew, Seth that are like on the tails that could definitely also win it, but are like slight underdogs.
Yeah.
And then people that could still take it, but for like Jey Uso or something.
Well, that's the thing. You can make a case for
We'll
half.
talk about that later.
Yeah, you can make a case for more than half the people that are in this thing. It's just like,
It's
okay,
stacked. It's absolutely
yeah,
stacked.
exactly. Like, and a lot of people felt that way too. Like for the 1992 Royal Rumble when it was so stacked, and it's like, all right, the title's on the line, and you can make a case for like about 10 or 12 people in that field to win the title. Now it ended up being Flair, which was always the.
We got the hose going.
They're all names I don't fucking recognize.
You got it like that. But yeah, no, this was a cool. I like how Gunther was like, never mind, Seth. I want to beat fucking Logan's ass. Like he changed his mind real quick. He's like, I'd rather fuck this guy up.
Yeah, because he's a douche.
Yeah, it was a good opening segment. Let's get to the opening match, the tag title match with the War Raiders, the big fucking the War Raiders against Dirty Dom and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day. And McDonough, he really got injured in this. It's real life. It's not fake. It's fucking, he fucking broke a couple ribs. And what else happened?
Oh, damn.
So he got something fucked up.
Punctured a lung.
Yeah, punctured lung and a couple broken ribs. So that man felt it from this one. And it was a hard-hitting fucking match.
Yes,
I thought it was a great opener. I thought it was a good tag match.
Very good tag match.
Dominic's getting better and better every day, too.
Yeah, he was. I noticed that, too. I was like, he's performing a lot better than he was, like, even when the Rhea and Liz shit was going on.
Yeah. 100%. He's getting way better.
Not easy.
Yep.
Yeah, and like when you have like your ribs cracked like that and you have a punctured lung,
Yeah.
it's just like it's very hard. I think obviously it's very hard to move, but he stayed in it till the end.
Yeah, he continued the match like a professional.
Now
He's a
he's not going to be in the Royal Rumble this weekend. He's already said he's like, I got to. He's been told he's got to take a couple months off.
Oh, he'll be gone. Yeah, and honestly, with a stacked Rumble like this, no offense to JD, but you don't really fucking need him. I I mean, it's just a body to go over the rope. Like this one is so big, you might as well have it big to top to bottom. You know, you can have Chad Gable can be in the match and shit, but you don't need.
Do we get any legends coming back?
I mean, there's going to be legends like at the show. Like they're trying to do a thing with a bunch of former Rumble winners. I don't know if
enter the
Ric Flair and Jim Duggan, I don't think are entering the Rumble, but
I wouldn't put it past Ric Flair.
Like, but they say they're going to be there. Mick Foley says he's going to be there. Scott Steiner has teased that he's going to be there.
I like him.
Could we get Scott Steiner and I don't know, is Brian Baker in it?
He declared, didn't he?
I don't know if he declared or not.
I mean,
Anyway,
it was kind of stupid for him not to be
Steiner
in it.
and Brian Baker face off.
Yeah. What'd you think of this match, Eric? The tag titles.
I thought it was very well done. I thought the chemistry between the two teams was really good. So I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I'd probably go with 3-3. I thought
I would actually say 4.
Oh shit! Oh, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Out of 5, Danielle, what would you give the match?
3. I would give it a 3. It was entertaining. It wasn't boring, but it wasn't like, it wasn't a. Doug, it was not a 4.
It's not a 4, and it's not 4 gentlemen that I really give a fuck about either. No, and I like Dom, but besides the rest, and the War Raiders are growing on me. But I don't like. That's not the reason I watch Raw is for that fucking match. That's not like it was cool to have it, but some good wrestling. But it was good filler. It was filler, but it was good filler.
I don't think War Raiders are long-term champions. I think they're
no, they're trying to build up other teams before.
I mean, I think they're priming the New Day up to take that shit at some point. I mean, the New Day are going to be the heel champions at some point.
Switch their name to Bad Day. I swear to God. A bad day. Like, I swear to God.
And speaking of them, we get Xavier Woods and Rey Mysterio. In which Xavier Woods' fucking family's out, and they got a New Day suck shirt on. I thought that was fucking hilarious. First, Kofi's mom. I like how the parents are like, fuck yeah. This is the first time in history where the family turned on him.
Yeah.
And what's funny about that, too, is that, like, if you watch if you saw the first match between the two, the match where Xavier unmasked Kofi, that match was the shits.
Yeah.
This match, because it had more heat to it, I mean, this match was a shit ton better.
Oh, yeah. It was good because Rey Mysterio has been putting on some good shit lately for being oldest. He looks like a little warthog, but he's killing it.
He's still whipping people around out there. I'm like, you're a fucking grandpa by now. Like, that's crazy.
He's still working like he did in 06, and it's insane. And fucking,
he's what, 50 now?
I think so. Yeah, he's an old man.
And frog splashing off the top rope, like that's insanity.
And he's one of those in the Rumble that isn't gonna fucking win it. But it's still gonna be nice to have him there.
Yeah, Ray's not gonna win it.
There's no way Rey Mysterio. If there's anything I bet my money on, it's that Rey isn't winning the fucking Royal Rumble.
I bet you they're gonna do a little thing where Rey and Penta have to face off for a minute.
Dude.
In the middle of the Rumble.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. They got to do a face-off, but even if it gets broken up to tease it for the future, they got to at least fucking.
Dom breaks them out. Dom gets in the middle, and they both knock out Dom on the outside.
Oh, for a minute, I thought you said Doug. I'm like, how the hell am I in there?
Doug's not in the match.
No, you're saying Dom.
That would be good too, Sean. Rey and Penta at 1 and 2. That would be a fun. That's a way to open the Rumble right there. If you open with that, that'll get everybody excited.
Rey has entered number 1 multiple times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he fucking won at it once. Or what? No, it was 2.
He entered at 2, and then he entered at 1 in 2009.
Which, by the way,
went about 50 minutes.
And by the way, 2 is the same fucking thing as 1.
Yeah.
The match starts with 1 and 2 in the ring at the same time. Like, there's no shame in winning at 2 as opposed to 1. It's the same fucking thing.
Honestly, like 5 and under.
Yeah, but at least they have a couple extra seconds. 2 and 1 literally start at the same time.
Well, it was funny. So in the first 4 years of the Rumble, it's just like if you entered 1 through 5, you were only going to be there till like the 15th person came out, and then you were going to be tossed.
Yeah.
And then like there was the one year where Rick Martel entered at number 6, and he went about 53 minutes.
Damn.
And then like the following year, they wanted Flair. They had Flair coming in at number 3, and then it's like, okay, from then on, it's like, all right, every year we got to try to have somebody break the endurance record. Because Flair had it, and then Bob Backlund had it, and then Backlund actually held the record for. Because by the way, Chris Benoit did not beat Bob Backlund's record.
No, we do know who he did beat, though.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah,
Big Show in that match.
Yeah.
Fucking got it.
But
He beat Big Show.
But Rey Mysterio finally beat Backlund's record in 2006.
Yes.
And then Gunther went like an hour and 12 minutes in 2023, which I don't even like. I don't remember the match. I mean, they gimmick the clock a lot. So it's just like they say that somebody like went like an hour and 12 minutes, and it could have only been like an hour 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're keeping actual time to the Rumble, then you know this shit. But
If you're going by WWE.
yeah, if you're going by WWE, like they say it's like, oh, every 2 minutes the next person comes out, and that clock only runs like 30 seconds.
I don't know. Throw up a stopwatch this time. Like, get your timer going on your phone. See,
Yeah.
2 minutes.
We'll catch those motherfuckers.
We'll
I
catch
mean,
them
it's
in the
just
we'll catch them in the fucking line.
I like how wrestling is like the one thing. It's like because like the inner workings of it is based on, not being in reality, that like people are allowed to just lie outside of it. Like fucking Vince McMahon, we're at 98,000 WrestleMania. And it's like 72,000 people. It's like we can just tack on 18,000 because it's wrestling, baby. Fuck it. Just lie about the numbers.
What they do.
The 40-man match. It was good. It was a little much. I think for a stacked one like this, I like keeping it to a tight 30. You could do 40.
You have enough people to do 40.
Yeah, the roster's big enough for sure.
But you don't have enough female talent to do 40.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like you'd have to. I mean, they could call TNA and they could bring a bunch of people up from NXT, and you'd have enough.
Yeah, because Jordan Grace is going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Have you seen her yet, Danielle? Jordan
Who?
Grace? Jordan Grace. She's fucking jacked. I'd throw a picture up, but I don't want to get fucking.
Hold on. I'll look her up right now. Oh my
She's an absolute stacked woman.
Royal, what's her name?
Jordan, and it's like YN, and it's Grace.
Yeah.
She's a jacked woman.
Yeah, I have seen her.
Her and fucking Rhea Ripley would be a fucking match right there.
Yeah, she's built to handle Rhea.
Yeah, that would be some shit. But fucking Woods and Mysterio, what did we think? Well, what did you think, Daniel? Was it a good match? Did it
What,
suck?
with Mysterio?
Yeah.
Like Rey Mysterio, the match we were just talking about?
Yeah, what would you rate it?
Didn't we rate it as a 3 or whatever?
No.
That was the one before, Danielle.
Oh, my God.
Wait, who did Rey? Oh, no. Rey fought
Xavier Woods.
Yeah, okay. I will rate that as a 4 because I like how Rey got to his family, put on their shirt, and like they were all hugging like he shows up at their fucking barbecues.
Yeah.
While his son is just rotting on the bed. I was like, okay.
They picked the luchador. They're like, fuck my son.
Yep. When his parents were standing there and they were all zipped up, I was like, oh no, they're not wearing.
New Day sucks. We hate you guys.
And I was like, yeah.
I'll give it a 3.
Listen to your parents because the New Day has always sucked.
It's always sucked. I give it a 3 too.
I'll actually agree with Danielle, and I'll say 4. And because I'm agreeing with her, she can't yell at me for giving it a 4 this time.
It was a good match, and I like the little story that it told throughout, and I like the New Day's heel stuff. But and Ray's been putting on some good mid-card matches, but it wasn't. it didn't have the heat of a normal Raw match. The crowd was into it, but I don't know. There was something missing a little bit. But I do like how they're playing to the crowd. The New Day is slowly becoming the best bad guys on the show.
The New Day's becoming a bad day.
All right. Jey Uso comes out with Quavo because he comes out and yeets with rappers now. At least
Do you want to
Quavo
hear
was
my
the devil's lettuce like Travis Scott was. Getting fucking baked.
I got something to say that's not going to be very popular. I
You're
told
gonna
you
talk
this
shit
last
about
night.
Jey
Yeah.
Uso. You're going to talk shit about Jey Uso, aren't you, you little bastard?
Yes.
If you get us canceled, I'm going to kick your ass.
Doug, if you haven't yet, I think we'll be okay. They have so much heat right now. Yeah, I agree, Sean.
Should we let him say what he has to say, or can we?
Yeah,
try to
say it.
prevent
Talk to, you don't like Jay?
No, I like Jay. I just think this thing is starting to get a little corny, in my opinion.
It's always been
opinion.
corny. It's fucking the fucking.
No, I
Of
get
course
it.
it's stupid.
I get it. It's over. I know.
Yeah, it is over.
It's no more stupid than yes.
Yeah, that guy's stale too.
Dude, and how about fucking every time someone says something, what? At least now they're going, yeet.
Now hold on. Like, because I remember at one time, every time Daniel Bryan would come on, even up until just recently, and he would do the yes chants, there would be cream coming out of your shorts. So
No, not really.
the fact that like you're saying, oh yeah, the yes thing is the
told
yes
you when
chants
they-
are so corny and all that. That's a bunch of bullshit because you used to fucking come
No.
every time yes. All right, because you were such a Daniel Bryan fan,
D-Bry.
even though he's fucking one-dimensional and so fucking overrated. And you're gonna say it's just like
Daniel Bryan interview.
well, the
I can
episode
say
already got
whatever I
taken
want.
down because
It's my
dipshit
opinion.
used all his clips.
So fuck you.
Oh shit! Get some fire, Eric. Ah! You fucking jumped through.
I told you it wasn't going to be a popular opinion.
No, and I said the yeet shit is fucking corny.
Yeah.
It's always been corny, but it's over, and the people love
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah,
if
I
I
know.
was in the live audience, I'd be. And when Michael Cole does it, it's the best.
Yeah, but
Maybe
it's
know.
it's because Mexico and
it's like Doug
Pat
doing it like an old
McAfee,
corny.
it makes it
Yeah.
corny.
It is corny.
but it's no more corny than Daniel Bryan doing the stupid yes shit. And that got over, and it was over for 5 fucking years, even though he fucking sucked. I mean, at least Jey Uso's got talent.
I mean, I think both are pretty good. I like both of them.
I started working out and lifting weights, and I told my boyfriend, I was like, I started lifting weights so I could eat, and he's like, I'm leaving you. I was like, I need to eat, dude. We got to do it right.
Yeah, I gotta lift more. So
I don't give you crap for that opinion, Doug. That's your opinion. So
yeah, and he clearly doesn't give you crap for yours.
Well, no,
Same-
I'm
same
just
thing
pointing
I do.
out. It's just like it's kind of like he's saying how corny, how corny that is.
No, I.
But
get it.
the fact that he worshipped the ground that Daniel Bryan walked on, and Daniel Bryan's just as corny.
I get it. Yes and
Yeah.
yeet are two different chants, though. I mean,
Yep.
They're two different
Yeah.
chants, but they're still the same level of corny.
I don't know if I go that far. I think yes is a little
Yeah.
more like when
Yeah.
he's really, yeah, when he's in the passion of the match and he's doing his comeback and you're fucking yes, like there's something cool about that.
Sean, if I were in the same room with him, yes, I'd be throwing him out the fucking window.
And Sean's co-hosting with Eric and he's fucking taking Doug's side. That's fucking tyranny right there.
That's funny.
But yeah, no,
well, Doug's my co-host too.
that's true. So am I. But
Yeah.
the yeet,
I'm your co-host. I run the fucking show on Saturday nights, you dipshit.
that's Eric's cartoon show. You just cameo.
Shut up.
But no,
He says 5 words.
the yeet shit is fucking. It does get old, but I think it's cool.
Last night it didn't get old. He was feeding off the room, and the room was feeding back. That was a good one last night.
That's every night. He does it every night. It's not corny because it's over. If he was eating by himself and everyone's sitting there like, you're a fucking idiot, and then I would fucking. But when everybody in the building's doing it, it's like, all right, this is pretty cool.
I just wanted to say that.
And when you mentioned Cole, I strung off into like what I saw last night from the announcers. Like, did you guys see Pat McAfee fucking do that thing with the pencil?
Oh yeah,
like,
he's done it before.
That dude's crazy.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot, but funny.
Dude, I think he brings a great flavor to the show. There's a lot of Pat haters. I think he's a great commentator. Yes, he's amazing.
And he's got Netflix privilege, so he's allowed to be a little wild than on ESPN and shit.
Yeah, and he is. He brings a different fucking flavor to it. He's not like a corny wrestling, color guy. He's a good commentator.
Yeah. When they were showing the montage photos of Cole at WrestleMania, he called Cole an asshole. He's dressed like an asshole. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
So good.
He was fun. But I was watching it, and he randomly did that thing with the pencil, and I was like, what the fuck is this dude on?
All right. Jey Uso's in the Rumble. We get Liv and Raquel versus Bianca and Naomi. I never needed you out there.
I haven't seen Naomi in a minute, and I was like, damn, man. I was like, I still love Naomi.
They both are a great team, even though I'm still waiting to find out who attacked Jade Cargill. That's a story.
We might find out on Sunday. She might appear. Yeah. Jade might be in the Rumble.
Yeah. What if she looks at Naomi like, bitch, it was you? Because there's no way. Like, Naomi just hopped in. Oh, she's like, okay, I'll do the tag belts with you now. I didn't earn them, but I'll fucking hold them with you. It's just that. And when fucking she's prime. She's the prime suspect for taking out Jade for sure.
And what's funny is they lose last night, and they got a tag title defense tonight
on NXT.
Yeah, they're facing Lash and Jakara.
They're gonna beat them.
Well, yeah, but it's just like you would want your champions to have momentum.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta lose.
Although I think what this kind of proves is that Liv and Raquel are probably going to be the ones to beat Bianca and Naomi.
Well, they might or they might not, but also Liv is desperately in need of a win after fucking getting.
Well, she pinned Bianca on Friday, and this was Raquel finally getting a win.
Yeah, but it's good. They need to stack up a couple because Liv could have been in that situation where she had probably the best year of her career this year. But after the whole mommy shit, and after you finally get pinned and it's over, and mommy got the title back, now it's like, now what? What the fuck do we do with her? Like I wouldn't.
You downgrade her to Lyra?
Yeah, have her fight for the U.S. title, maybe. I don't know, but so it's good that they're keeping her in the mix and keeping her winning and shit. Because after that, it's just like Solo Sikoa. You lose to Roman, then it's like, what do we do with the fat fuck? And I like him.
You bring him out, and then you just have him walk out through the crowd, and then you turn Jacob Fatu into a star.
Yeah, apparently. And now Fatu's the badass, and Solo's like, I'll go fuck off. I'll be at the hot dog stand if you guys need me. But I thought this match, it was decent tag team action. Raquel does not do it for me, and there's something about her that I don't find. I don't get it. I don't think she's that great in the ring. The big woman thing, I don't think she even represents it well.
Was that the girl that was dressed in all black?
Yeah.
Yeah. She felt like someone new and unimportant, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Set Liv up with someone else. I don't even like Liv, but give Liv a chance. Give her somebody that's not a mommy wannabe.
Yeah, she seems she doesn't say, her and mommy should be a big match, but instead they did it on Raw because Raquel's not that over. She's just not a big deal. She doesn't really, she doesn't do anything for me. I haven't seen one match where I'm like, oh God. I mean, some of her early NXT shit, but, and Naomi and Bianca are professionals though, and very good in the ring. So I would give this a 2.5. I think it was decent.
Yeah. I'd say about 2.6.
I'll give it a 2.
I'll go with Dan. It was a 2.5.
We had a couple of things in here where the Sammy promo, was that last week or was that this week?
No, he cut the promo last week, I think, right?
Yeah. But didn't he tell Punk that he wasn't on his level this week?
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
they were Jackie Redmond interviewed Punk, and Sami Zayn went, so I'm not on your level, huh? And he's like, no, you're not. And Sammy's like, you're right, I'm not on your level because I've actually main evented a WrestleMania.
He's like, yeah.
and I was just like,
you must have liked that line.
That's why when he was calling Seth like little brother and shit, and Seth's like, I main evented multiple fucking WrestleManias, pussy. You never have. And Punk's always talked about wanting to do it too. So that's why all these guys are like, ah.
Well, if you look at some of the guys that have main evented WrestleMania over the years, like Lawrence Taylor main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Of course, it was Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow. You had fucking King Kong Bundy main event WrestleMania. Sergeant Slaughter. Fucking Kevin Owens is main event of WrestleMania. I mean, they've been night ones, but CM Punk has never had the opportunity to main event of WrestleMania.
What I will say, moving on with the show, and we'll see what happens with that. But moving on with the show, the next 45 minutes from Paul Heyman coming out and, Roman Reigns is the cover of 2K25 and that reveal, Drew McIntyre. From that whole 45 minutes, I think the show moved like excellent. Like it was like a perfect like narrative throughout. It goes straight from Paul and Drew to Sammy comes out and we get the match. It's a main event match. Then the match is over and Cody comes out to help Sammy and then we go right into the Punk shit. And it all just like so smooth, like it's nothing. And that's how wrestling should be sometimes. Like it doesn't always have to be this match, break, this match. Like it kind of went like there was commercials and shit. But
they smudged them together.
Yeah, everything flowed, which was pretty cool.
I agree with you.
Even though I thought it was a little corny, Cody getting his ass kicked and grabbing the mic and be like, I would have just went home.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, dude. You got kicked once. Let's go.
You got kicked by your buddy. Paul's always a great promo. Drew, I think, is doing some of the best work of his career with this heel shit. And I like how he's all like, I got to take down the bloodline. And he fucking, like, he hates Roman Reigns. And I like how he's telling him, tell your boy I'm going to kick his ass. And he's like, CM Punk, not Roman. And it was a cool little segment. And the match I thought was fucking very good between Sammy and Drew have good chemistry. Sammy's never beat Drew, so that's a good narrative in the match. And Drew's this big heel and fucking flexing and shit. And oh my god, this dude! I remember in 2011 when he was a little twink and he was a skinny little fucking. And then he left WWE and whatever he started eating, keep eating it, brother, because he's fucking like a Greek god. And he's just fucking, and Sami Zayn looks like shit compared to, Sami Zayn looks like me with my shirt off compared to Drew.
Yeah.
Like fucking, it's a good match with an underdog against a big bad guy heel. And I thought it was a pretty good main event.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that like, because of the story and Sammy never being able to beat Drew. And then even like last night when it looked like he could beat him, but then Drew had to use the ropes.
Yeah,
and finally, Drew McIntyre gets a win in 20. I mean, again, this is only his third match, but
yeah,
which he win.
Yeah, he did cheat, but
he
sometimes
was ropes. When he was on the ropes and he was in the ref let him win, I was in the middle of texting Dan. I was like, "Are the Chiefs paying this ref too?" And then, and then literally Cole was like, "He's like." Oh no, he said he's the Kansas City Chiefs of wrestling or whatever.
Yeah, that's like the second Kansas City reference he made, right?
Yeah,
because he made one earlier in the night too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They were talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking it's funny how like now the NFL's not going to be able to beat this narrative.
No, it's not.
With the Chiefs, like, and they're going to try it because they had they have people come on and be like, you got to appreciate greatness. Now, the guy they had come on and say you have to appreciate greatness played for the Detroit Lions when they went fucking 0-16. So you're not gonna believe him. So like I wouldn't take his word for shit.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate it when you've never produced it.
Yeah. So like,
but Drew won by cheating.
yeah. So like this whole narrative now that like is around like the entire world. It's like everybody knows that the refs helped the Chiefs win the game. So it's just like, now what's the NFL gonna do? It's like, you know, sometimes in wrestling, and like Bill Burr said it perfectly yesterday. It's like football's not a sport anymore. It's entertainment now.
Oh yeah.
Taylor Swift turned it into entertainment.
Yeah.
As we make America great again, we should make football great again.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I know Roger Goodell and Donald Trump are not friends, so that might work in our favor.
So
the match itself with Drew, I thought it was hard hitting. It was a little slow paced at the beginning, but it picked up, and I like how it goes right into Cody and then the segment with Punk. What'd you think of the match, Eric?
I like
I thought it was very well done. Good main event.
Yeah, I'd give this one a 4. I would give this the 4.
Huh?
It was a good match.
I'd say 4-2.
Like 4.2 or 4 all.
Yes, 4.2.
I thought last week's match was better, the Seth Rollins, but this week's was pretty good.
Would you give it, Eric?
I'll give it a 3.8.
There you go.
I'll change it to 3.8.
And then we get right into the fucking thing with Punk and Cody, and it's a very compelling, program. And it's a very, and I just like how he's like, "Are you all right, dude?" Like he's like checking up on a buddy.
That don't ask me if I'm fucking all right.
And this is why I think Cody's turning heel. This segment
Cody
right here.
Heel throughout if you look at his face, he does not look like a happy man. He looks fucking pissed. He looks like a bad guy. Like and Punk's trying to help him, but then Punk's like, "I'm taking the belt, bitch." And it's like, I thought it was good. It was a well done.
Very well done.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And it was a good, and the ending shot, they're really knowing how to film shit now, and it's not just the generic WWE like camera crew. Like you can tell.
Tony Khan, you're gonna have this in AEW.
Yeah,
and then the credits will.
Netflix fucking editors. That's
yeah, dude. Now it's like a real serious program. Like they're staring each other in the eyes, the credits roll, and fucking it was sick. It was a good way to end the show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And like that's you kind of need some, like the last couple of weeks have been good with the with the wrestling, right?
Yes.
Like you had, I think it was Seth and Punk the first week, and then Priest and Balor.
Yeah.
Last week it was Seth and Drew with Sammy delivering the haluva kick.
Yeah, in the main events.
Yeah, in the main event.
Really
and then you
wrestling.
had like this main event segment here,
yeah.
which for a lot of times, like for pay-per-view go-home shows, it always is a segment.
Yeah.
As like the main event of the show. Because
Yeah.
they have to build the big fight.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was over when the little Georgia thing hit, though. I'm like, all right, the show's done. And then they fucking came back, and Cody's like,
Yeah, I know. He's in the corner like he just got his ass kicked. I'm like, what happened during commercial?
He got his face kicked. That's about it. And
Still breathing into the mic. Like, this is how you're going to start your conversation. All right.
Yeah, I thought this worked, and it builds to that. Because if you want to explore that, because it felt like they were just throwing it out to tease it, just to have another thing. Like they don't have enough storylines going into the Rumble. But just one more thing to be like, maybe Punk will win it and challenge Cody.
I'm surprised that Cody didn't get a proper intro when in his hometown.
Yeah. And I felt bad because he kind of had to deal. The crowd was a little dead by the end of it for this, but they were also letting the two men talk and fucking, not everything needs to every word. Fucking what? Like sometimes you can let shit breathe.
What?
Yeah, you don't need to what every word. Sometimes it's nice to just let the guys talk. And then they were like, cheering at the end and shit. But it was a good segment that made me think the Punk might win the Rumble. And I think that's what it was designed to do.
Punk might
made me think Punk's going to win, and
I get it.
Cody.
He might. All right. Let's rate the show, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. We rate the show out of 10, Danielle, even though we did the matches out of 5, because nothing we do makes sense.
I think we let Eric pick the metric. I think that's what the issue was.
So, Danielle, out of 10, what would you give this episode of Raw?
I would give it an 8.3. The only thing I was unhappy about, y'all already know.
Yeah.
I didn't get my.
I mean, he was technically on the show. He declared for the Rumble.
I texted Dan too. I was like, I got his commercial, and I realized I'm not getting him in a match. I was like, but at least I got to see him.
When you saw the vignette, you're like, this is it?
I was like, yep, this is it. This is all I'm getting. So I just soaked up as much as I could.
She's just like, what a fucking tease.
Seriously.
All right. Eric, what would you give the show out of 10?
I'll give it a 8. Solid all around.
Yeah.
Better than last. What did I give it last week? Yeah, better than last week.
It was better than last week's.
I would agree. It was slightly better for sure.
Yep.
I don't even remember half the shit that happened last week.
Penta's match with fucking Pete Dunne was really good last week. That's the one thing I do.
I know week 2 was probably one of their better weeks that they put on.
Yeah, because I really like Damian and Finn.
And Penta's debut, and they had some stuff that was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Like last night's episode, I would say is probably an 8-1.
Yeah.
Because again, they did a really good job. You know, you still have people declaring for the Rumble, and it's some of these people that are declaring. It's just like, did they really have a shot? But there are going to be people that go out there and they're going to have their moment.
Yeah.
And they need bodies going over that rope, so that's why they're fillers.
There'll be a couple fillers, but it's great. Like even some of the filler guys, like you could make a case for LA Knight or Damian Priest to win the Rumble.
I think so.
They're not going to. I'm just saying you could.
And don't forget, the TNA. And by the way, 1, the transfer window ends Royal Rumble night.
Yeah.
And 2, you got this TNA partnership. And you and I have been talking about it for a couple of weeks. Who's gonna, if anybody's gonna show up.
Yeah.
We know Jordan Grace is signed with the company.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else from TNA gonna show up and be in the Rumble?
Yeah.
I do think Joe Hendry, the TNA champion, and I think Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, they might bring back Jeff. I could see that. Jeff Hardy's with TNA. They have the partnership now. I could see Jeff Hardy in there. Fucking yeah, that would be cool. But did you rate the show?
I said 8-1.
I would go a solid 8-4 because I think it was a great show that it was a good go home for the Rumble because if you watch this, you want to watch the Rumble now. And that's what it was designed to do.
Yes.
There was some good wrestling throughout. There was a lot of talking, but it wasn't the boring talking that makes you like scratch your balls and go, when the fuck is this? Like, shut the fuck up and wrestle. It wasn't one of those.
Well, I'm usually scratching my balls anyway because they always itch.
Yeah.
I hate when my balls itch, dude, especially during Raw.
Yeah, well, Doug sniffs them. But he goes, oh. But I'm just kidding. But,
Great.
no, 8-4. I think it was a fire. It was a good episode of Raw, and they're building on momentum. Every episode in the Netflix era, especially now that they've gotten away from we're on Netflix. Like now that they're actually putting on a wrestling show, it's been a great, solid fucking 3 weeks of Raw.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can keep it up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. For whoever was in the live, we have fucking nobody now. But there was people. Danielle, thank you for fucking joining us. It was nice having you.
Thanks.
And we'll see everybody next. We'll see everybody Friday. You're not doing a cartoon show Saturday,
correct?
And we'll see everybody Friday for the Royal Rumble 96
Rumble.
So, wrestling through the years. We'll see everybody next time. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.